bucket went there, and he slammed into me.
He ran into the bucket.
He ran right into
He
there.
ran into the bucket.
He ran into the bucket, and that's why you can see the big holes in the ground, because he was full blast into me, and where the bucket is, and where if you measure the tires, you'll see that the bucket was on my side.
What's going on? Did you see that?
Favor?
Yeah. Did we see this?
Yeah.
Copy of it.
All right, so listen, I have the transcripts from the judge.
Okay.
He was supposed to communicate with me. We've sent multiple letters. Alan Campbell from engineering firm sent him letters.
Okay.
They did not respond to me. They didn't tell me what I needed to clean up. They didn't tell me how I needed to clean up. And then they just think they're going to come here and destroy my property without following. The first part of the order was to communicate with me to discuss having me clean it up.
Gotcha.
Okay? So they did not.
Have you seen this stuff?
Come on, let's try.
Here's my. I got one witness.
Once again, look at the tires and look at where the bucket is all I have to say, Mr. Wall. You can blatantly see that he dug a hole slamming into my bucket with my bucket on my side of the
Are these posts the line?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, according to his survey, all these posts are not on his property, so I don't understand what gives him the right to remove these, because if these were illegal fence posts, Corey Stoner would have already had me have them removed. If this was an illegal driveway, you see it says illegal driveway there?
I don't know what it says.
It says illegal driveway.
I literally just got it.
What state, county, or town official has labeled this an illegal driveway?
Whatever this judge is.
Farm access.
This is a internal farm access road, and it is approved.
This guy.
Registered.
Judge
Once again,
Judge Frank.
who gave him the right to call this an illegal driveway?
Probably the state of New Jersey. He's a judge.
If this was an illegal driveway, it's been here for 2.5 years. Corey Stoner, you better get Corey Stoner here. Better get the town engineer here. Better get the town engineer here. Not only that,
Listen,
if you pull up, I'm going to tell you this again, pull up the Right to Farm Act.
Wait.
I am a certified farm. I am legitimate. Any and all complaints against a farm must first be brought to the County Agricultural Development Board. For any action taken by a municipality, Superior Court judge will be null and void if not first taken to the Agricultural Development Board. Corey took me to the Ag Board for everything on your hand, and it was approved. And he fucking knows it, and he still got his friends.
Mr. Grimes, do you have proof of that?
Yeah, call Corey Stoner. He has proof of that. He will tell you. He will tell you right now that this is an approved internal farm access road. I can also tell you this. The minute he takes this out, he's going to have a water problem. And my engineer sent him a letter, said that this actually fixes all the water problems he's ever had. You see this whole valley?
Yep.
You see what this valley is? You see this wall? You know what this wall is preventing? That
Water.
whole valley from emptying into his fucking yard.
That's where it all went before.
It's where it all went before. So who's going to be responsible when his building floods out when he pulls all this shit right out of the ground?
That's all questions.
And not only that,
for the court.
if he's going to disturb this whole entire area, we already talked to Corey. This is not part of my farm management plan. Anything over 5,000 square feet needs a soil erosion plan. And we sent him that in a letter, and he did not apply for a soil erosion plan from Corey Stoner, so he cannot disturb this. So you better get Corey Stoner here.
What was going on this morning? Like, were you doing work or he doing work?
He got
He started pulling fucking stakes out of the ground. I asked him, where on the survey are these stakes on your property? They didn't respond. See this sign? This sign has been here for 4 weeks. Please communicate. Part of the court order, you have that. I have the actual transcripts coming, okay? They're coming. It says that he must interact with the party, and if there's controls out of circumstances, it can go beyond the 60 days. Well, the controls out of circumstances were needing a soil erosion plan, and they didn't provide me with the information to get the soil erosion plan, and that's why nothing happened. So you better get Corey Stoner here, because he's in violation here. There was a steep slopes ordinance this whole length of the property. He moved the steep slopes ordinance without a fucking variance, without a permit. Listen, I'm going to tell you, Corey Stoner needs to get here.
I understand that. I need proof that you have something.
And over second patrol.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. Wayne is asking for Corey Stoner and other people to come out here. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, is Davey supposed to be out here pulling stakes?
Just because he has judge friends, he knows everybody in the fucking
Right. Mm-hmm. But he can do that on his own?
This is Corey Stoner and Fred's fault, okay? Because if they had just filed the charges for the garbage, this would have been handled 3 years. Corey Stoner and Fred.
Well, Wayne doesn't want to comply to any judge's order. He said the judge doesn't have any right to do that, basically. So, I mean, but they're both out here like ramming each other with frickin' big machinery. So, I'm not sure how to resolve this one. Well, that's but. Well, neither one of them are going to stop, so. Okay. All right.
It's so vague, you don't know what to do. So if one doesn't tell you what they're expecting you to do, what do? I mean, because there's no... What soils am I supposed to remove? There's nothing here.
It was all approved by the ag board, wasn't it?
This is, once again, this is an internal farm road approved by the Sussex County Agricultural Development Board. This is not an illegal driveway. These are not Jersey barriers. These are called mafia block.
See,
Okay?
the thing
is
is
there a
like
property
this.
water line here? You see a property water line here.
But for the purpose of today, though, we're going way too deep for what we're looking at. Like, we're looking at a court order from a judge, but this is just a civil order. So but we're really here to keep the peace from this happening. So at this,
Then you got to tell him to stay off the property.
at this point, we're going to tell both of you to stop anything, regardless of the order. Nobody's doing anything today on either side. Hello. 4. So you just want to just tell both of them to cease for the moment? Because that's going to... Yeah, I just didn't know that's going to take a while. But yeah.
That will cover my ass on that aspect, because no, I did not hit him.
Okay.
He fucking full-boated, slammed into me, and the thing dug right into the ground. So you want proof? I'm going to make sure that I get good pictures of that too, because I'm.
I was going to say, is there any camera views? Is there any camera views from that?
No.
No.
It's not going to be through us.
The boss is calling an AP, so
Oh, yeah.
he's going to get some guidance on that and the whole thing. So, but at this point, we're just telling both of them nobody's doing anything until further notice, until we can get guidance from above us from the prosecutor's office.
I mean, this guy lied under oath on this fucking lawsuit.
Did you go to court?
Do you know that he testified?
Did you go?
Did I go?
Yeah, to the court proceedings?
No.
No.
Do you know when they mailed me the letter?
I have no idea.
They told me to be in Morristown Friday at 3 o'clock. At 5 on Thursday is when I got the letter.
Okay.
And then I went up here and told them that, and that Morristown, the court of venue's here. What the fuck is going on?
Did it get moved? Did it get moved?
I don't know. No, there's no Chancellery Division up here.
Oh. Okay.
There's no Chancellery Division up here. So no, I told them this is inadequate notice to be in Morristown in less than 24 hours. Well, they held the proceeding without me.
Okay, so
This has been a railroad. Let's just put it that way.
do we want
Are we getting
to?
Corey Stoner here? Are we getting the zoning officer here?
He apparently is not going to come here.
No, I know he ain't going to come here. You want to
So-
know why? I know why. Because I have Patty on tape telling me he's worried about his reputation in Sussex County of Dave. I have on tape saying that too.
So anything to do with zoning or anything like that, that's not going to be with us. Like he said, we're just here to keep the peace. Make sure
So-
that this doesn't escalate further than it needs to.
Oh, believe me. We've been trying to have civil conversations with this guy for 2.5 years. I guess, how dare I ask him to clean up his garbage? I mean, all of that garbage is his garbage. If you go over there, you'll see garage door parts hanging out of it, concrete boilers, garage doors, steel tracking. How can he even remotely say that I put garbage on his property when it's his fucking garbage?
He pushed it over here. He just pushed it back over the line and said, here, you just get back. And then he's fucking freaking out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all garage door shit buried in the fucking...
These people are out
The
of
rubber
control.
stops and you're back in.
So-
There's probably 50 of them in the fucking pile.
Are you going to move that machine, or is it staying there, or what are we doing?
It's on my side of the line.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just go talk to Davey and have him just cease for the moment, because I'm sure that guidance isn't going to come quickly. So.
No interaction, no work. Sorry. Asked for what needed to be done. Give me a drawing.
Do you want a copy of that?
Oh, I don't need a copy of that. No, I'm going to give you a copy of the real copy that says he has interacted with me. And
Okay.
I have a letter from his lawyer from the other day that says, no, we don't have to interact with you.
That's safe right there, but there.
Yeah.
How long? That's it.
Yeah, no, that's not a fence post that was new. That fence post has been there for fucking 40 years. He didn't have no way to take that one out.
Whose is it?
Mine.
And over checking patrol.
We're okay.
Alright.
He says he has all this stuff, but you have to give him proof and paperwork. Well, he doesn't have nothing. He's wrote 3 letters to my attorney in the last week, and I think a letter to the judge, telling the judge basically he didn't know what he was doing, demanded an apology from the judge. I mean, it's amazing. But you can't stop me from doing something that I'm allowed to do.
Well, we just talked to the chief, and he's asking you to stop for the time being until he can call the prosecutor's office and get guidance on the order for what we can enforce, what we can't. And
I got to call my attorney on that.
Just to keep the peace for now.
3 years of non-peace, buddy.
Yeah, no, I understand.
It ain't getting no better.
It's been ongoing.
He's got a mental fucking problem.
Right.
I say that on tape all the time.
But that's, you know what I mean? Like, he's just asking right now for to leave it be for the time being until we can see what's going to happen.
What
here.
about him hitting me with the bucket? I mean, I am going to charge him. You guys realize that, right?
Yeah. So
What can I charge him with?
You're going to have to file your own complaints with the court.
Okay.
Because we didn't witness it.
Correct.
We got one witness saying one thing, another witness saying another.
I know.
So it's
Okay, that's fine.
unfortunately
Well,
you can't
could
charge.
be
That's all right. She's got it on video.
This could be an assault
She does have
or
it on video.
anything else. So,
Yeah. Okay.
She does have it on video?
Yeah.
Okay.
well, if it's on video, then we can
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah, she was on FaceTime or something with her friend. And
I don't know if she was recording.
So, did she record it?
oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. Like if we could see a recording of it and then
He's crazy, man.
see it ourselves, but if we could see it ourselves, then you won't have to do the charges. Though we could do the charges if we see the video of it. But again, it would have to be reviewed by the prosecutor's office to see what we can charge, and but obviously it's.
Well, this don't have much reviewing to do. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
No,
I'll call my attorney.
And we just read it and we understand. It's just that just to keep the peace for the moment is, it's
3.5 years.
obviously this is just going to continue to escalate. So
Yeah, because I'm probably not going to stop. I got a court order.
yeah, no, I get it.
So, I mean, if you guys can't do nothing, we'll see what we can do. I'll deal with it myself. I'll bring people down and keep this machine away. I mean, technically, I asked because I thought that he would block it off with, like, what he's doing. And the attorney said, have him towed. So I'll call a fucking tow truck and have that big machine towed. And I even waited one day because it says 60 days, and I wasn't 100% sure whether the 60 days meant he can do it up until midnight on the 60th day. So I even waited a day. I was nice. You can't make this shit up in Little Old Andover Township.
No.
Well, we really don't need the police. It's civil between me and him.
Listen, we just don't want to.
Well, we do if you're gonna.
No. All I'm saying is, I'll call my attorney as soon as he gets in, and we'll get the judge to write another letter.
I mean, you're talking about using an excavator as a weapon at this point. And
Yeah.
It's that it can't escalate further than this.
I know.
Yeah, unfortunately, somebody's gonna get dragged away in handcuffs, and that's
we don't want to do that.
Well, you ain't dragging me away. I got a court order that says I can do it.
well.
And even if the chief says,
Yes, but
put a hold on it.
But if you're assaulting each other, then you could. Whether it's he started it or not, but
I'm gonna speak to her, see if she has any video.
Okay.
I see his brother, the attorney's here.
I don't know who the other guy is.
I don't know the one guy. I don't know. So all that dirt's going on the property too. He thinks it's a fucking game, but it's not a game. So when I go back to the judge, which will be today, and the judge says, what's he going to say? We have to have him locked up before we can do the work? I mean, how does it work? I don't know how it works.
Well, if he's
Judge is saying I can do the repairs.
I understand. It's just,
So,
if he's not going to move his machine, then yeah, he's going to go away in handcuffs and there'll be obstruction or whatever, and then we'll have to get the machine moved, and we'll have to take
I'll
it.
tow it.
We'll have to take it step by step. But
I'll tow that in the motorhome.
good stuff.
I'll do my best. Unfortunately, I can get along with anybody, and I've tried. Just no good.
Is there cameras on the front of this?
I got a camera on the side, but it's not on. I turned the cameras off this morning because I knew there would be a problem. I couldn't say that camera is dead, so that one don't work. And I turned the cameras when I turned them off when the guys come in, which wouldn't have been on that anyway. But see if I can get my attorney, see what he says. He's a pretty calm and collectible guy. Big Bruce is Steven. Sorry to bother you. Bruce? Oh, I got the cops here. Johnny wants to come after me. But I'm taking the stakes. Well, I'm taking the stakes from his property. I'm doing number 3 on the photo. Yeah, I can't pull the stakes out by the end. So now the police are here. They want to put a hole in it.
You know that video?
Well, he just told me he turned the camera off on that side because he knew there was going to be a problem.
He knew this was a problem.
Yeah. So, good.
Waiting on an answer for a red farm.
Waiting for Chief to get off the phone with the AP. Tell us what's what. Because, like he just said, though, like as soon as we pull out, he's going to continue working, and they're just going to continue to fight. So, like,
I know. So yeah,
like we can't even leave. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, what are we doing?
When I told him, I told both of them, the only reason we're here is so it doesn't escalate further. He's already talking about escalating. He's talking about escalating.
Yeah, he's like, he's going to tow vehicles and.
Yeah.
But he said even the pile of dirt, he said he's going to push that over onto his yard.
Yeah.
Push it back, so. Go back over there with him.
We just want to put here that this dig mark, center of tire to end of the bucket is 52 inches. See that? Okay, see the center of the dig mark tire? 52 inches. Okay? Clearly on my property. He slammed into me, thank you. I don't give a fuck what you got.
Hang on. Dave, we'll go over there. So, before this gets worse.
It's okay. Why don't you just listen? I'll talk and you listen.
And over checking control.
So, obviously he has a court order. I'm
We're
sure
okay.
did he hand it to you? Do you have it? Right.
We have a copy of
Okay.
it.
So part of the.
Alright.
Sorry,
court
who are you?
order- I'm sorry. I'm the farm, the tenant of this farm.
Okay.
Okay. So I obviously have some involvement here. I'm aware of everything that's
Yeah, I
going
just
on.
don't know who you are, sorry.
James Redaway.
Okay.
So part of what's going on here is there's supposed to be an interaction between the parties. Obviously, we're talking about doing a project of destruction on someone else's property. So you're supposed to engage with our professionals.
So apparently that was, my understanding is that was supposed to happen in court, and you guys didn't appear. So the judge made that court order, which is that piece of paper, and that says that he's allowed to come on to your property and to remove
Yes.
X, Y, and Z, but
But today you're not here to enforce the court order, is that correct?
that's correct.
So in order to do any work on this property, you would have to have township approval. He needs a soil erosion and sediment control plan. Did he provide that to you today?
No.
Did he discuss with you what his intentions are?
He hasn't discussed really anything with
He
me.
hasn't discussed with us what his intentions are either.
Exactly.
Okay, well, his intentions are to, seems like to follow the court order and to
We don't
remove whatever.
understand the court order, and we were looking for clarity so that we could take care of it. Because the court order says we have 30 days to take care of it, right?
So we sent him a letter looking for clarity of what we needed,
So
and they didn't respond to
So
it.
I think this is the 31st day, correct?
This is the 60th.
These are the
day.
61st day?
These are the transcripts from the court.
Yeah, but from when?
I'm going to note that unless the delay is caused by circumstances
When was
beyond
this?
the defendant's control, such as issues
This is
with
his
timing by the
supposedly-
I know,
contract,
but when though?
This is the one we didn't show up for.
or the township's
a month ago?
requirements
2 months
or
ago?
interaction
Yeah, a month
of
and a
all
half
of the
ago.
parties.
Okay.
Delay caused beyond the defendant's control. Issues with contractors, township requirements, or interaction at all with the parties.
Right, so
This is a
So
transcript.
clearly he didn't interact, he didn't contact our professionals, he wouldn't allow our professionals onto his
so
property
then this
to collect
so this
data.
judge is overriding all of this.
This is the same
is the
judge.
judge.
This is the judge that signed that piece of
Just
paper.
because you have a court order, the record also reflects what was said on the record in the court. Okay? So it's his interpretation of the order that he's trying to enforce right now. First of all, there's no illegal driveway here. Okay? There's no egress and ingress from
Doesn't go to the road.
I guess the problem is you guys didn't go to court though. So
That's not the problem. That's not the
But
problem.
he's trying to enforce a court order that he's interpreting as a layperson. He
Who?
has no Mr. Mosner. He has no engineer, no professional, no expert to tell him what is what. So if just because he calls
does
this,
this say that he needs that?
the judge believes there's an illegal driveway here. Where is it, sir?
Where is it? Where's the illegal driveway, Dave? Where's the illegal driveway, boss?
That's what I mean. Like,
Where's the illegal driveway?
No, but-
Ask Corey Stoner where the illegal driveway is.
still, regardless, it's like you guys are like kind of giving me testimony like you'd be in court. Like I'm not the one that needs to hear that. You needed to be at court and tell the judge all this.
The only purpose of me discussing this with you is so you know that there's a controversy that is not resolved, regardless of a court order.
I get that part.
Regardless of a court order, the court order doesn't specify that There's an interaction needed. There's township approvals needed.
Right.
Where is the illegal driveway?
Okay.
Right?
And that's why we have our boss on the phone now with the prosecutor's office, so we can get clarity on all this.
And the prosecutor's not involved with it because that's,
they are not.
That's criminal, and this is a civil.
But this is turning into criminal if we're going to assault. We're going to assault each other.
When it smashes into your bucket on your property, yes.
The crossing over is not really the issue. It's the act of actually hitting each other.
I stopped. I put the bucket down and he slammed into
This is a letter from our professionals at Robert L. Campbell Associates, Inc., and this is dated April 23rd. Please be advised that of this date, I have not been contacted by the plaintiff or his attorney to coordinate a review of his site to address the concerns as noted in the above referenced civil action. I visited your farm property on April 22nd, 2025 to review current site conditions as they relate to the civil matter. I have not proceeded with preparing a soil erosion sediment control plan as it is unclear as to what activities not related to agricultural will be creating land disturbance. Please note, no party should disturb any soil without the applicable plans and or permits.
No soil to be disturbed without proper plans and permits.
You understand from our side, that's a lawyer's view. Like, anybody can write that. We go off of what the judge says.
Yeah, but you don't have
zoning. You have zoning
court order.
No, and I understand that, but
and you have zoning laws, though.
I'm just saying.
There's zoning laws.
You can't tell him. Yes, you can. If we backed up, you can't tell him.
But what I'm saying is, your letter doesn't override what the judge is saying.
But the judge specifically stated township. He needs to interact and he needs township approval.
I mean, I get that. So
where's the township approval?
We're talking about a judge who's making decisions that obviously doesn't seem to be.
What he did.
But again, obviously, haven't been in the court proceedings. I'm new to this whole thing.
Just because the judge omitted something from the specific written order doesn't override what was said on the record.
It could.
No, the record
is taken together with the court order. So his attorney was there,
but why would he override his own decision?
He didn't override it. He just admitted a couple of those extra details, which he added during.
Yeah, but
he added the details during the testimony that were not on the lawyer's written form.
But that's the point. That's the point of going to court, though.
That's the lawyer's written form, and that's the judge's interpretation.
And in order to conduct any type of work, which is apparently some scope that's large, you have to have township approvals. So even the court order can't override township approvals. You understand? He'd be violating a state statute.
And that's why it specifically states.
He'd be violating a township ordinance and state statute for not having a sediment and erosion control plan, as well as the engineer's input on the matter. Because you need an engineer to draft up the plans to get the approval from the township.
I get it. If you guys were at court, but if you guys were at court and you relayed that to the judge.
We got the order, and it's stated.
We weren't at court because we were not given adequate notice. It's on the record. The court erroneously was serving us through e-courts. We're not registered e-court users.
Okay.
So they made a mistake. That's yet to be addressed. But today there will be no work proceeding on this property whatsoever because he does not have township approval and he does not have an engineer plan.
Okay.
And that's the bottom line. It doesn't matter what the prosecutor says because we will stay here and defend this property.
Okay. I understand.
And perhaps a courtesy call to Mr. Stoner to let him know that somebody is anticipating doing work without a township approval today.
And the disturbance is steep slopes.
Can we get a cease and desist order from court with no plan?
Yeah, we need the town engineer has to be.
This is about to violate township ordinances and state statutes. You guys going to allow that or contact the township engineer?
Hello? Yeah, you guys are going to have to come down here. because they are now telling us they are going to do everything they can to defend their land, and Davey's talking about towing vehicles, and yeah, it's not going to be. He's still demanding Corey Stoner and town officials and. A written statement or verbal? Because she doesn't have it on video, and then Dave already told me that he turned his cameras off on the other side of the building because he knew there was going to be a problem. So okay, sure. And because now Wayne's got his brother here and some other guy, and then Davey's talking about bringing in his posse, so we're gonna need more people for sure. Okay. Chief wants us to get a written statement from the original caller. Get a written statement.
Which ones are on the line, boss? Which ones?
Let's go over here. Come on.
Are you sure that
Come on.
signatures are put on our property? They're not on the line. You're supposed to not on the line. We have no evidence. Not on our property.
What happened?
He's still on the phone with them, and
You get your coffee?
like coffee.
Yeah, for the morning.
I was about 3/4 of the way done. The other quarter's in the car.
Sorry.
All good. Yeah, Brian's on his way down. Lieutenant Kithcart. And the chief is on the phone with whoever he's got to speak with. And the next phone calls to town officials and Corey, I would assume. But
What are you, steady days or you got to rotate?
I'm typically nights, that's why I've never been involved in this situation. But now recently I went to 2 months of days, 2 months of nights. I switch every 2 months. So
This sucks, man. You have to sleep.
never sleep anyway. I haven't slept in 20 years. So we sleep for 4 hours a night usually anyway. So it is what it is. Until you go back to steady days, there's no way to get your body back on a rhythm. So
Especially 2 months.
permanent nights is almost, it kills your body at this age. So it's tough. And we're not, obviously we're small, so it's not like they can make accommodations. Not the state police. They can't just.
How old are you now?
51. So they can't put you in a unit to calm your body down, but so it is what it is. But I was trying to tell them, when you show up to court and you give your side of the story to the judge, then the order won't be.
They had 4 different court appointments and they never showed up.
But you can't, right? But you can't give me your testimony or your side of the story. I don't,
care.
You got to tell it to the guy who matters. I don't matter. Tell it to the judge. off at this point if they're gonna
My turn.
make it
Did I
physical
tell you
or
my
something.
attorney called? My attorney called. He's going to get a hold of the judge this morning.
Okay.
And then he said, we'll just have to have him arrested for obstruction of justice.
That's what I told you before.
Do our job.
Yeah.
Do my job. So I'll come up with another date. And we'll be in the same situation, but then we'll have another, letter from the judge saying, take him away.
That's why I just told the chief and the lieutenant, I'm like, you got to come down here because now there's 3 of them, so we'll arrest all 3 of them.
Yeah, the one guy I've never seen before.
I didn't even know that's the other guy's Wayne's brother, I guess.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
He's actually, you can actually speak with him.
Yeah,
He's a human being.
he's a lot calmer, for sure. Yeah, Wayne's definitely amped up.
Yeah.
Part of the problem though, like people don't talk normally and try to get your point across and actually converse and have a two-way conversation. Then if you want to yell at people, you're not going to have a two-way conversation. That's life,
Oh, well. I know if I was fighting with my neighbor, I wouldn't park a $600,000 motorhome right on the property line.
things that much.
I bet, right? It's pretty big. It's nice, too. About $500,000.
Wow.
Probably a dog person.
Yeah, it's fine.
Should I park there? Can I
Go right on the other side of the black car.
I don't want it to go that far.
Well, what are you?
I told you, I want the fence post out, and I want that pile of dirt gone. You do that, I walk away.
How come you wouldn't allow our engineer on your property
I don't
to
want
do
the
an
engineer.
assessment? But he has to draw up plans. He can't just remove soil.
Yes, you can. You're wrong. But anyway, I'm not going to argue with that. All I'm saying is what I want. I'll make that deal with you.
Well, I'm not authorized to make any deals with
Then-
you. I'm just trying to be
Then we're
peaceful.
wasting our time.
We've always been peaceful, and I'm trying to negotiate with you. We've been asking for several weeks now
Look,
to cooperate with our engineer.
We don't need an engineer.
Unfortunately, we do because of the potential scope of the work that you're anticipating on doing. Apparently, from what you told them earlier, that you plan on ripping this all out and putting soil on it, and that would require a sediment and erosion control plan from Corey. That's what we told you in our letter. Our engineer had already spoke to Corey at a conference with him, and Corey said if it's not agriculture, you need a plan. So that's why we were trying to attempt to get you to coordinate.
You know what I want. You make that deal, I walk away.
This is what he's proposing. Even though he said take the fence posts out and remove the soils, but he doesn't, it's just this very vague soils. So I'd like to know where the soils are.
I think he's referring to
Because
the
if you
pile
look
back
over
there.
If you look at that pile, he moved a small pile from the edge of the property
and dumped it on top of stuff that Corey Stoner lied on the report that he said was
there's dock and door parts all intermingled, all DGA from his driveway. There's concrete blocks,
there's concrete boilers, there's garage doors.
I mean, it's.
Do you want to look at what he's?
Garbage.
Please stop yelling. Do you want to look at what he's referring at?
But he's had that opportunity to do that with our professional.
No, but I'm saying, just to clarify in your mind, what he asked you just now, like he said, the fence post and the pile of dirt. Do you want to see what he's referring to?
I will look.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll be happy to look.
I'll go around. I'll go around back, and he could point out what these alleged soils are that he's suggesting we need to do.
Point out video.
Are you guys opposed to the posts?
We're solely seeking him to cooperate with our professionals for whatever he's intending to do.
I'm just saying,
that's a reasonable request.
I'm saying if we can reasonably end this for today to see what he just said, right? Do the post and the pile to walk away?
Well, he can clarify what it is today, but obviously there's no activity going to happen today.
Okay.
But this is.
But we can have a plan going forward.
Well, we've been obviously we're the ones that have been reasonably trying to make that happen by having our professional reach out to him, so there wasn't an interaction directly.
Right. Well, let's see what he's referring to, and remain calm, and let's go see.
I'll take a look.
Soils, you said?
He said if you take the posts out and remove a pile, then he would walk away.
Okay.
But these guys don't know what pile he's referring to, so we were going to try to clarify what that is. Because he's right, the brother is at least willing to listen and to have a calm conversation.
Yes.
The other one just keeps yelling.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted him to basically clarify what deal he just offered. He just offered Wayne and the brother a deal of moving posts and removing a pile, but they're unclear what that pile is. So they want some clarity on that, see if they can. He said they don't want to do it today, but if we have a plan.
Covered on the initial claims of whatever happened,
Of the ramming of each other?
Yeah,
she's completing a written statement now.
okay,
It's not on video.
okay.
So at this point, they were advised to go sign their own complaints, but we are covering our basis on the written statement. And right now, they're just talking about a possible resolution for today, but...
So here's the other end. We're not getting any guidance from the prosecutor's office. We're calling the municipal attorney, but right now I don't know about this camper, but if they're civil and they're working stuff out, I guess we'll just hang out all day.
That's what it might come to.
And it might.
Garage door parts, dock and door parts, all intermingled. Hey, you're talking about a video. Go fuck yourself. Sweet.
Okay, so
Okay.
here we are.
I guess he's obstructing a court order.
Okay.
I don't know what you're going to want to do with that. If you want to go to the prosecutor's office, you can.
We already did.
I know. But overall, it's all going to be done. Sir, I tried. I just tried right there. All I got to do is remove that dirt, take the fence post out, and it's fucking over. But he's a jerk off. Look at him. You can see he's a fucking jerk off.
What is he claiming that? Why doesn't he want to remove that dirt?
Oh, he says the garage door parts in there, and rats and this and that. But I got the video when he bulldozed it, July 4th weekend. We got the video. Actually, one of your cops was here. We had him here. We had Corey Stoner here, and we had Mike Hanford here when he bulldozed it all. He put it on the fucking property. He took it off of his. He said it was my dirt, which is all fine and dandy, but you have to prove that it was my fucking dirt.
No water on this property.
But they keep talking about the dirt.
And they say to remove Jersey barriers in the property line water. Property line water. Where's the property line water to remove Jersey barriers from? What kind of a court order did you get, sir?
It's pretty good, isn't it?
One of your clown friends. One that you can arbitrarily interpret as a layperson and come on our property and destroy whatever you want. That's what you got.
That's why I'm special, pal.
Oh, we know about how
We know
special you are, boss. Don't worry. We know. This is the solution, gentlemen. You see it? It's functional. Corey Stoner already took it to the Ag Board. It's approved. This is all legit. All totally legit. If you pull this out, he will create the problem he's suggesting exists, which is water flowing onto his property. This is the solution. This guy is just seeking to retaliate, and you know why? For years of this back and forth. This is a solution. We did a solution, a peaceful solution, and this guy is persisting to retaliate. He never got charged with anything. The tickets were thrown out.
And it's
We
funny
got no
because
notice
the
from the
superior,
courts. Nothing.
the superior
So
judges
he is
that wrote,
special.
the superior judges that wrote on this precedent-setting felony case, they said that despite the overwhelming evidence, he still won't admit he's wrong. It's the same problem we have right now. It's the same problem we have right now. He wouldn't admit that this is his fucking garbage.
That's his. Look at it. It's his
So his
driveway.
fucking
Driveway DGA. Concrete blocks. If you pull that out and look through it, there's all dock and door parts in there because he dumps his solid waste. He brings it back from out of county, dumps his solid waste all on the ground here, and he admitted it under oath in the land use board meeting that he collects it here until there's enough to fill a dumpster up. That makes this an illegal transfer station.
That makes this
an
an
out of county
unapproved
waste.
DEP
And that
transfer
explains
station.
why there's dock and door parts all intermingled in
You
there.
guys are trying to talk to me like this is like we have something to do with this.
Well, it's all your friends, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's all our friends,
No,
right, Wayne?
no, the point
right,
is-
Wayne, we can't have a civil conversation, right, Wayne? I've never had a civil conversation with you, right, Wayne?
No, you have a civil conversation.
I've never had a civil conversation with you. I want you to admit that to me. I've never had a civil
I don't
conversation.
understand
You're
what you're trying to
redirecting it. Yes,
No,
I don't
guys,
understand.
guys, this is you're trying to explain this stuff like this. We created
Once again, Unfortunately, the town created this. Yes, the town did create this. The town did create this, and I have all letters to prove it. And don't worry, it's gonna come to light soon.
Most of the stuff you guys talk about. Right, and I'm just trying to show you the logic and reason behind our position of being peaceful. We are seeking to be peaceful. That man wants to come here and arbitrarily destroy aspects
He wants
of
to
our
just
farm.
destroy shit because
To
he's Dave
retaliate.
Mosner.
That's all that's left is a retaliation here.
That's all that's left. Tried to get my farm for 3 years, tried to get my business for 3 years, and this is all he's got left.
And over checking control.
We can only tell you guys some of this time to stay away from each other before you go get
We're okay.
I'm on my own property.
This is where we're at.
Alright.
I'm on my own property.
I understand. As we explained to you, I appreciate you coming through some type of resolution. Well,
No, there's no
we can't.
resolution here.
It's his.
I'm not going. What am I going to do with all this concrete?
I appreciate you trying.
Yeah. Oh, try.
See, that's why he doesn't want our engineer here, because our engineer would look at this and be like, "What is this?
This isn't
that's
soil.
That's from his. That's not soils. It's driveway. It's solid waste. It's debris. It's litter. It's not soils."
And I can tell you that didn't grow here in the woods. Well, this was all woods next to it. None of this stuff reproduces.
And obviously, this has been here probably ever since they tore down the old building. So, you know, he dumped.
So was this all debris from out in the fields?
That's what
they're
Dave,
claiming.
That's what Dave is claiming. They're claiming that that's all stuff from
They
here
came from there and went
that
over there.
he's dumped, or
Bears drug in there or anything else or whatever. Or from the other house or wherever. But
That's obstruction of the court order. We're not obstructing. We're defending our property from some guy who's
So-
trying to retaliate and interpret.
what would it take to get all this out of here?
so that was going to go down that road. It would take 20 minutes of that backhoe, but they ain't doing it.
No, but to put into like a dumpster or something, have it
Oh.
moved and deposited like at a dump or
Well-
somewhere that where it needs to be properly. But
Well,
I've had many a conversation with
We-
Mr. Mosner.
we could
Yeah.
try
This has
something
been
else.
sitting right here for weeks.
But-
Please cooperate. It's sitting here for weeks. Somehow or other, it got
Like,
dragged back there.
if we-
I don't know how.
I don't know who would pay for a dumpster.
right.
None of these two would, and I'm sure the town would not. 'Cause it's not a town problem.
License to carry out the type of work that
Or if it's split or
We can put a banner up there to attract his attention.
If we
We've done everything we can to.
I mean, I know he has a document company, but does he have a contracting company to destroy all of this stuff? And who's responsible when the water?
problem is
starts
neither one of them are going to be reasonable.
He takes out this beautiful curve that prevents the water from going on.
It's a wall, not a jersey.
So what does Davey want? Like
he wants that cleaned out
That's not
up
illegal.
until
You know what Jersey
up
barriers
until
are?
back here, and then he wants the fence posts out.
This is not.
like those green fence posts?
What I can understand is the jersey barrier is 4 or 5 feet tall.
The fence post doesn't seem like to be the problem.
But he's just going to
No,
arbitrarily
it's more just
destroy
this.
as
Dave claims that he dumped all that stuff on there from the farm.
and that's going to be his excuse. I'm
could
gonna
be,
carry
but-
out all this destruction, and it may have been the
How far
wrong
back do
thing,
you want to go?
But I had the judgment that they did. That's crazy.
Blue tiles or something. Whatever those blue
That's why
tiles are.
he knows that this is wrong.
DPW
And
come
it's
down
his
and do
last
it?
ditch effort.
Probably not. Even if we get back, because then that's what I was saying. Like, I doubt the town is going to say get involved in it because.
Because then they got to
Yeah.
remediate this or
Well, yeah, and if
it's-
there's something in here now, it becomes the town problem.
It's a DEP problem.
So
so nobody wants to touch this pile.
I mean, it was this was clearly moved at some point. So he definitely moved it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, well, I shouldn't say that. Somebody moved it.
But
Kind of fresh.
Court case. Oh, wait, one more court case. You know how many times we have to write
These guys.
and then they change the judge.
Do we have a copy of that?
the court order?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it to Tommy. It's either on the front seat of his car or it might be in his pocket. No? Not in there? I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so.
And over beyond 690. Just documenting I had my body, my kids saying system recovery.
Alright.
We don't have it?
I don't know where it went.
Who's the caller?
Yeah. So it ended up in that. So Davey started pulling the fence posts. He came over, and then conflicting stories of, there's witnesses on both sides, conflicting story of who hit who, but they rammed the buckets into the buckets.
But it was machine into
Machine
It wasn't
to
body
machine.
to body or
Yeah.
anything else like that. Okay.
No. Machine to machine. not physical. So
hello, sir.
I said hello. He asked what you could sign complaints for. I said I don't know, maybe assault or something, but it'd be a stretch. But I really don't like.
Physical menace really is
But you're-
harassment, right? Yeah, simple assault.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it was an ag assault because it's a with the way.
There's no.
I know, but
There's no injury or anything else.
No.
So maybe it's something we can look into and check out
but
later.
see who's
so.
perceiving it. And I said, well, we don't have it on video, and it's been confirmed. So,
Yeah.
And Davey also told me that he turned his cameras off on the side because he knew there was going to be problems. So that's another problem.
Right.
But there's just. Davey said that if he removed the fence post and got rid of that pile, then he would walk away. But they're not touching that pile of dirt. Because there's all kinds of shit in the dirt, like parts and garbage and whatever else. Like it would need to be remediated or whatever, and blah blah blah. So, but Davey's now saying that he's on his phone with his attorney and saying that Wayne's obstructing the order, so he wants Wayne arrested for obstruction.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
He wants them all arrested for obstruction. And if it doesn't, then he's going to continue doing what he's doing. Found it?
So, again, not the 55C, but
The defendant.
well, what I'm looking at is licensed and insured contractor for the new one, so, which means to me, I don't know if anyone can touch that unless it's.
But the judge is saying that Wayne's got to remove that.
Correct.
Right. So if Wayne's not following the order, then. But Davey's saying that he's going to take the pile and put it back on Wayne's property.
My point is, I don't think.
What he's saying is that
I don't
it should
think-
also be a licensed contractor for him to hire in order to affect the soil.
The way I view
Yeah,
that.
no, I agree. Yeah, I agree. But I there's parts I agree on both
No,
sides.
that's- yes, I agree.
But Wayne is saying that at the end of the day, he's not going to follow the judge's order because the judge has no right to make that order.
Now here's the second one.
Like, who appointed him?
Now here's
I don't know,
the
the state of New Jersey. Like,
defendants shall remove all fence posts on the property line within 45 days. Well, just before they said that those fence posts are not, they're on Wayne's property. So it says it shall remove the Jersey barriers from the property line, but
Are there any Jersey barriers? Oh, those
Yeah.
are Jersey barriers right there, right?
yeah.
well, they're saying they're not Jersey barriers, but they're saying there's something on a block or something. So
Well,
It's just a wording for the.
yeah,
so
they're saying-
they're disputing that they're actual Jersey barriers.
the driveway that's well into Wayne's property. Right. Personally, I don't think that driveway portion is any of our concern. I think it's a township zoning issue.
Listen, so much like I think the best course of action here, obviously, is one, we got to keep the peace, and two is how are we going to do that? The first thing is priority is make sure we're investigating whatever occurred this morning over here, which you guys are doing that. You've already spoken to everybody.
I believe is the written statement completed. If you want to peruse that very quickly, if you want to just read the version of her events.
But the second
I
part
didn't read that myself.
is going to be to, to keep the peace down here as best we can. Obviously, we know we got two people that are not going to conform to anything. Whether we say it, the judge says it, and quite honestly, it doesn't matter who says it.
The problem is I foresee if we leave, they're just going to ram each other and stuff.
Yes,
so
and
then
that's what we can't have.
It's 100% going
obviously,
to
and
happen.
Everything else like that. So, what did Wayne acknowledge seeing this then? Obviously, because he doesn't care about it.
And I offered to give him that copy, and he refused.
And he knows all about
He
it.
did not want it, did not care, and said that's not enforceable, so don't even show it to me. And his engineers and his lawyers say that the judge had no right to make that order. So that was just done by Davies Boys, and
Again, that-
blah blah blah. So
Nothing to do with us, unfortunately.
exactly, but he
so is that where the
he is
skid steer was
he is
when-
not going to follow that.
Yeah.
He dropped the bucket on it?
They rammed into each other. This is like playground nonsense of ramming Here, Mike.
Now,
But David, where that sits right there, that's Dave's property. Or not.
No, the edge of, I think the outside part of the bucket on that side is onto Wayne's property.
But according to that, if she
according to the order, Davey's got the right to go onto their property to remove the stakes. So he wasn't doing anything wrong. Whether he's on that side or not, it doesn't matter. But then Wayne came over and
did he really drop the top of the bucket on top of the thing? Because Dave came over and said his neck and back was bothering him, saying that he got jolted pretty good.
That I don't know. That's the first I'm hearing about.
Right. So I asked him if he needed medical attention. He said no. And I said, all right, well, why don't you sit down for a moment and,
Yeah, that's news to me.
figure it out from there. So
Tommy originally talked to both of them about the assault end of it, or the coming together.
yeah,
But we had advised them it's not on video either, and the other guy that's Wayne's witness said that Davey hit him, and then the woman inside, I believe she said the opposite. So we told them to go sign their own complaints.
okay, yeah, that's pretty much.
Because it's not. I told them, listen, if it's on video and we can view it and we can make our determination off the video, then we will proceed with any charges.
Yeah,
But we don't have that right now, so all we have is conflicting witnesses.
yeah.
So you guys are on your own. But they also did say, the boys over there said that no work is getting done today, and we will do whatever we need to do to defend our land, basically thing. So
Yeah.
it's not gonna, like, even if we leave, that's what I'm saying. They're just gonna ram each other or lay down or do whatever. So it's not gonna, nothing's gonna be different. So.
Is it just, when I said like the posts, like could it be these posts here and not back there, or is it, I said it's not really, the court order, it really doesn't, like, it's not very specific as to what area, what section, like.
And like you just said, what Davey just said, that the fence posts are on Wayne's property.
There or there? You know what I mean? Like, where does it start, where does it finish? And the roadway, I'm thinking, is that.
That's the illegal driveway that Davey.
That's what they're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
but Davey also said that he wants to rip that driveway out and put dirt back down. Like, and they're like, you can't do that. So.
Is he okay there by himself?
Yeah, he's fine. The one Granowitz guy, like, it's just Wayne. The other two, the one guy hasn't said pretty much a peep.
Okay.
And
Wayne's brother.
Wayne's brother is all right. Like, you know, you can have a two-way conversation with him.
Okay. I know him very well.
He's a lot calmer.
Yeah.
But Wayne and Dave together are both just so stubborn that it's nothing we're going to resolve today. So not.
No, and that's what.
You know?
At the end of the day, like, they're gonna have to revisit something. Now they said they were gonna come. Were they talking about something?
Who?
Those two? Like, work something out?
They were trying to work out if you remove the pile and get rid of the fence post, then they said he would walk away. But now he's
You
not,
realize
not
he
touching.
held that bucket over my head, right?
Not touching. I do not know. I didn't hear that part of the story.
You better go talk to her right now. He had the bucket over my head.
Okay.
I guess he was going to hold the fence post in while I was chaining it up. Then he pushes the machine. Come on. That was me. I'd be locked up.
What does that matter? Holding the bucket up over his head?
It does. Essentially, it does nothing.
There's nothing. I could be standing there with a baseball bat. I didn't swing it, right? Like,
No.
Obviously, it's a threat, or you can take it as a threat if he wants to.
But yeah, again, it's on your own complaint. We weren't here for it.
Yeah. My only thing was like, I don't know where the property line is, so if I'm looking at that, if he's got his bucket over top of him or whatever, and he's still on his property, you know, like Dave's still on this side of
We're okay. No more checks, please.
and as long as he's on like this side of the property, you know, then that's a little bit. I said then that's just a little bit, you know, more of a detail. But I mean, at the end of the day, you look at the two machines, and it's like, what were you going to do? So the intent was,
They're just ramming each other. Sometimes this is kindergarten stuff.
Were they ramming each other?
They were going to. Like it seems like they're just like.
Oh, like just by looking at that?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Just hit each other? Like you're just gonna be playing. This is matchbox shit when you're like 8 years old.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think's gonna get accomplished with that? But he's also talking like they're talking about defending the land. He's talking about getting that towed. Like he's gonna tow Wayne's machine. He's gonna tow the camper. Like
that's none of that's realistically speaking, none of that's.
I don't think any tow truck would go on the property and do that.
No, we're gonna get a tow truck. It's gonna take that excavator. You know.
That's why I can't talk to Wayne, because he says stuff like that. Like, it's just, you want to have a civil conversation and have a two-way conversation, that's fine. I'll talk to you all day, but when you're saying shit like that, like, nope, done. Ready to go back to Lanes.
Then you do with your neighbor. You're still up in the same spot.
It's a true story. Yeah, I don't think any of us wanted to start our day like this.
I don't understand why he doesn't have a camera.
Who?
Like, wasn't there a camera?
Well, he told me he turned his cameras off because he knew it was going to be a problem. Davey did. So, I don't have any sympathy for him.
There's 200 cars. Number 1 Gary Lane on the burglar one.
Receive. 21 is going to take it. That's it's the first house on the left. Goes off all the time. It's typically nothing. Even Dave's witness says that they nearly hit him. So
he did.
He did not. Even from the written statement from the witness. So yeah, he's holding it over his head like he was saying, but it didn't sound like a contact was made. So yeah, we already told him to go sign your own complaints. You know, it's nothing for us to sign.
Well, I just don't understand why. I mean, he just said that, he just told me, and again, this is what I'm hung up on. Me personally, he's mad because the judge told him to take the fence down, but he didn't specify to take the post down. Well, the post, they called it a spite fence, which I guess is, in the zoning world, you're not allowed to put a fence up for spite. So Wayne says, well, he never specified the posts.
But to be clear, the posts are on Wayne's property.
And so are the Jersey barriers, or the mafia block, as they'll call them.
Okay.
As they're called in the term.
Right.
They're not Jersey barriers, they're mafia block.
So in the order...
The order doesn't specify. The order specifies Jersey barriers,
but there's not those. Right?
Yeah, I mean it's two terminology. Jersey barriers are what you see in the middle of a highway.
Right. Okay, like the concrete thing.
Yeah, that they put, you know, when they want to shift the lane or something.
Yeah.
That's not a Jersey barrier.
Block, yeah. So that can't come out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if.
Like, how far are we going to take this today?
Well, right now, we're not taking any of it. We're here to
What's this guy doing?
See how the day goes, I guess. And again, this is not, which both parties agree that this is not a police matter. So we're keeping the peace and documenting any potential criminal activities that happen or didn't happen, more importantly. And that pile of dirt, I'm going to talk to Dave, but I mean, although Wayne put it on there, the order says it has to be a licensed contractor. Now, I guess you can indicate that he is a licensed contractor. It doesn't specify what kind of contractor he is, but I would, in my thought brain, I would term that as somebody who deals with soil.
You would assume so, yes. But like you said, we don't make assumptions on orders, or especially civil orders. So
either way, the order is the civil order is slightly worded improperly.
Yep.
But even still, it doesn't matter what it says for us. It's a civil order.
Yeah, I'm just more concerned that they said no work's getting done, and we'll defend our land no matter what we got to do. Those guys, and then Davey's like says he's going to be towing vehicles, and that he should be arrested for obstruction because even if we leave, he's going to continue on doing the order. So. Like, what are we going to do? Sit here all day?
I don't know.
Cool.
Waste of time. This has been, that's why, I'm pissed off with Wayne at this point. When I am recording it, I don't care. Because I have had many civil conversations with him to try to not only investigate his claims, but to try to come up with some sort of resolution.
Yep.
And this is going back to 2021.
So I can't even really talk to him because he's amped up, and you can't have a two-way conversation with him.
You can't reason with him.
No. So that's all he said. You could talk to the brother. The brother seems reasonable.
But the brother is spewing out things that don't apply to law enforcement.
Right. I told him before, you're showing me forms from an engineer or a lawyer, but that's their point of view. That's not upheld by a court or anything.
Right.
So
right. It doesn't matter.
I can write the opinion. It's just my opinion, but it doesn't understand that. Their opinion might be correct, but it's not upheld by anything. So I don't know what to tell him from there. How's your day?
Well, I got a massive sinus infection.
Do you?
Allergy? I don't know.
It's allergy.
I guess.
Dave says he's got it too. Dave says this morning, he's like, well, it's either allergies or COVID, so one or the other. I'm like, that's great, Dave. Thanks for cool. Judy just had the vid, so
Yeah.
it's going around.
Allergies.
My back was kicking my ass the other day, but yeah. A couple of rounds in the hot tub and some naproxen, good to go, but it was not feeling good. Allergens are good though, so far.
Mosner, because on 3 separate occasions I've heard that she's complaining of pain. So this was, we're on that page. I have the ambulance coming to check. In regards to this, my understanding, you're going to go to court this morning, you said, possibly?
My attorney's going to try to get a hold of you.
Your attorney's going to try and get a hold of the judge to further on this document here that we have.
All they have to do is come to court.
Outside of that, he's going to be leaving after he gets reviewed or looked over by medical. Right? On the other hand, we'll make sure that we follow up with this over here as it occurred, and we'll follow up on any issues that need to be taken care of. We've got the statements from everybody, correct? Written statements from everybody. Very good, thank you. So, outside of that, like I said, we got to keep the peace.
I didn't call you guys.
I know you didn't call us, but we got to keep the peace. Our job is to keep the peace. All right? As I discussed with you, I see what's in here. I do. But there's questions that can be had, and there should be some, if the judge wants to put anything, under, police, whatever it is.
Alright, we're showing a zone 99. Okay.
Great, team. Jersey, Victor, Bravo, Joker.
Alright. Multiple attempts.
And over, I'll be clear.
All right.
Coming from the hospital or something?
I don't know where.
294 dispatch.
We can slow roll lights.
Make sure they
294.
We are in the area. Continue staging.
Staging. That's negative. You can come in. No lights, no sounds.
Received.
Say 294 or 3? 4 or 3? I was going to do extra.
Yeah, he's complaining that he's like 2 times, so he got paid.
That's funny because I've been talking to him all morning. He never said a word to me, and then he said, "Well, you told me I fucked it up over my head. You know that?" And
He said
I could stand over here with a baseball bat. Doesn't mean
he said it to one of you, so I was like, you know what? Just call him in and let them. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go.
I think he said it to Brian. Got the address right there?
Just let him know you're right there. Yeah. Just let him know you're crossing the good
Keep coming down, we're on the right. Howdy. Just one patient. He's complaining of back and neck pain, but it's probably an RMA, but he's right behind us.
Oh, okay. Is it from like an NBA or something?
He was in the skid steer.
Oh.
I guess the other guy hit him with the bucket, so it rattled it.
Gotcha.
Cars sending in fire department mutually in Sparta for a landing zone.
Where is he? What?
She said she's talking to them. Imagine that. You can hear her and understand her.
Yeah. I already told her once this morning. I'm like, she came down the hall and told us about this. I'm like, good. Now go back, put it over the air, so everybody else knows. We don't need Michael back here, right? 21, you don't need to come back. You have something else to do.
Hey, maybe grab the boys some coffee.
I literally just finished mine. Last 3 sips.
Do you know how many times over the years, like that dirt pile, I was glad you were thinking the same thing. Like, if I had a means to get rid of it,
yeah,
I would have done it. I've done so many things like that just to mediate it
just
and
to resolve and move on. Like,
so I'm sure we probably, like, can't call the road department because then Wayne's going to say, well, I want stuff taken off my property too. You know, like, I don't know. I wish there was somebody out there to just come and take it off. Because it's 20 minutes right there.
That's what I'm saying. At this point, hire Rocky and have the FOP send him a check. Like, you know, just to be done with this shit. But
that order's not making a whole lot of sense to me.
No.
I mean, the dirt pile makes sense. That's clearly on his property line, but I don't know. I mean,
the order doesn't make sense, but at the same time, they didn't go to court, so they can't really.
And he's claiming that he doesn't have to go to court because it's right to farm. Is that what he said?
He started to say that in the beginning, something about.
He said it when you and I were up. He started talking about that.
Is that what it was? Yeah, bring up the Right to Farm Act or something.
He was spewing off about to Walsh.
And listen, that very well may be. I don't know, but it's not enough time in the day for us to research all that, you know?
Well, here's what I don't understand. I don't understand